So the first retail mall sprang up in Minneapolis, USA in the 1950s. And since then, retail has seen a large evolution. So from retail malls, then it became postal-based commerce, then teleshopping started happening, wherein there were programs on television which would show you products and they will ask you to call in to buy those products. After that came e-commerce, wherein you would go to a website, see a list of products there and buy from there. And then finally, mobile-based e-commerce. The latest format the retail is acquiring now is shoppable AR or shoppable augmented reality, wherein you see a product in your own room, wherever you are, you visualize the product in front of you and then buy through this augmented reality. This is called shoppable AR, and we will delve deep into how this is happening, how various brands are using this in today's world. More upcoming in this podcast. Hello everyone, welcome to the Metaverse Guy podcast. I'm Praful Mathur, co-founder of Vossel and Queplin, and I'll be your host for today. In this podcast, we discuss augmented reality, virtual reality, Web3, basically all the constituent elements of the metaverse, how it impacts you, how it impacts the world, and what will be the future of all the life that we live because of all these technologies. If you are a technology enthusiast, if you are a marketer, or if you are an entrepreneur, you will find a lot of important information in our podcasts. And if you do find this helpful, please subscribe to our channel, the Metaverse Guy Podcast. There are more than 1 million retail shops in the USA and more than 10 million retail shops in India. So you can imagine how much we love shopping. And this is primarily because of two major reasons. The first one is the excitement that a shopping experience generates. So we all have been there. We get ready, we have our friends and family along, we go to a retail mall with them, and we do some window shopping at first, then go to the food court, buy a sandwich, take a coffee, and then continue with our shopping experience. We buy some products, and by the time we get back home, we've shopped a lot. And that's an enjoyable experience. That's an experience which turns your day into an event. It's a delight to have those days wherein we get this shopping experience. And retail malls attract not only Gen Zs, millennials, older people, they attract tourists as well. So it's an experience in itself. So excitement that it generates is very important. Along with that, the second reason is the visualization part, and that includes that when you go to a mall or when you go to a shop, you can see the product in front of you. You can see the product exactly how it looks, what are the dimensions of the product, and then there are salespeople there who can help you with all the information about that product as well. There is somebody there who you can interact with, and they help you with your purchase experience as well. Now, all of this excitement, all of this visualization, it comes with some pain points as well. So when we go to a mall, while this salesperson was helpful, it is also an annoying experience. Nobody likes somebody hovering on their heads all the time and asking them how this product, how they find this product or not. So this is annoying. Secondly, you have to go to a mall, you have to park your car, and then that whole finding that parking thing becomes very difficult as well. Time that it takes to shop is important. You get tired at the end of the day when you do all that shopping. And finally, shops are not available 24/7. If you need something at night, how do you get it? So these are some pain points which got the Gen Zs, the millennials, they started purchasing more online because of these pain points. And if you were to imagine what is the extent of online purchase happening these days, you can see so many warehouses springing up in cities, in suburbs of all these cities, so on and so forth. So it is well established that purchasing online is gaining huge traction globally now. Now, some very clever marketeers today, what they have started doing is they have started borrowing these two factors, namely excitement and visualization. They have started borrowing these two factors from offline retail into digital retail, into online retail. And how they do it is through augmented reality. Now, if you have been an intelligent viewer, you've been viewing our podcast, you would already know what augmented reality is. But a quick recap is that augmented reality basically blurs the boundaries between what is real and what is virtual. It allows you to visualize virtual products in your physical reality. And how you do that is through either your smartphones, either or your laptops, or your augmented reality glasses. Now, your smartphones and laptops are ubiquitous today, so most of the augmented reality is being experienced through that. And AR glasses have some time before they become more ubiquitous in the consumer world. But coming back to how intelligent marketers are using augmented reality today, is the first part is the excitement that they're able to generate with this. And how do they do that? Again, quick recap to, you go to a retail mall, you go to a shop, and it's a whole experience there, right? So you can listen to the music that they are playing, you can try on various products, you can talk to the shopkeeper there, you can talk to your the fellow people along with you there. So it's the excitement of doing all of this together with the shopping experience. Now, marketeers, what they are doing today is they're in the online realm of things through augmented reality. They're adding elements of gamification into your buying experience. They're adding elements which are fun to engage with. They generate those endorphins in your brain that get you excited, and that basically attracts you toward buying those products. To give you an example, Unilever, which is a global behemoth of an FMCG company, they have this brand called Ponds. And what Ponds recently did was, when they were launching their new direct-to-consumer website, they integrated this web augmented reality game inside that website itself. And what the game was about was that the user comes to the website, the user starts seeing bubbles of Pond's face gel coming on their face. The user has to, in 30 seconds, the user has to burst all those bubbles by popping their heads. So they're popping these bubbles with their heads. The AI engine behind is able to see how many bubbles are being popped with the head. And at the end of the game, the more bubbles you are popping, the higher your face glow becomes in real time. And at the end of the game, Ponds was giving you this coupon code to buy a product, and eventually taking your name, mobile number, email ID by asking you to fill this form, and ultimately taking you to the buying page to complete the purchase journey. So the end-to-end e-commerce journey of this user was enabled through augmented reality, through web augmented reality to be precise. Now, and why did the user complete all this? Because the user was excited about this augmented reality. The purchase eventually happened. The user was excited about the augmented reality, similar to the whole shopping experience that was happening in the retail store, and the shopping eventually happened. So this is one. The second major reason was the visualization part. So you remember how you could feel and can see the product when you go to a retail shop. Similarly, you can see a product before buying through augmented reality. So when you are on an e-commerce website, you can view the products in augmented reality. To give you a few examples, Tanishq, which is a jewelry company, and it is owned by one of the largest global business houses called the Tatas. Tanishq is their jewelry division, and Tanishq had recently launched one of their metaverses, and from their metaverses, from inside of the metaverse, you could bring out a piece of jewelry through augmented reality, and you could see how it looks on you. So many girls, many women tried out multiple necklaces and other pieces of jewelry, tried it out on themselves through their smartphones itself. They were just sitting in their homes and they could try out a Tanishq jewelry on themselves without even stepping out of their home. They never went to this store. They could try all their jewelry inside their home itself. Now, once you've tried this jewelry out, you can be taken to the buying page to complete this buying journey. So you were first excited, then you were able to try out that piece of jewelry or any product for that matter, and then you are taken to the product page to complete this sales experience. Similarly, there's a company called Homey Studio, which is a furniture e-commerce in Argentina. And what they did was they integrated web augmented reality inside their website to enable their customers to see various pieces of furniture, be it your tables or be it your cabinets, couches, etc. The consumers could see those pieces of furniture in their rooms. They could identify through an AR experience. They could identify where the floor is, where the wall is, and ultimately put that piece of furniture in their room and see how it looks, whether it fits or not. And the customer never had to go to the physical store of Homey Studio ever. Right inside their homes, they were able to do this. Now, once the customer has tried out this piece of furniture, they can go on to buy this from the e-commerce portal itself. And then ultimately, coming to other try-ons, which could be your eyewear try-on. So many eyewear companies now have started using augmented reality try-ons with which you can see how a sunglass or how a glass looks on your face and then complete your buying process with that. So with all of this, we can imagine how augmented reality is powering e-commerce now, and we call it shoppable AR. Now, an important part to understand here is the difference between two kinds of augmented reality and how this is making an impact. So one is web augmented reality and the other is native augmented reality. Now, till a few years ago, augmented reality was primarily dependent on the user downloading an application on their phones and then see an experience in AR. Now, this is largely not possible for the user, basically because the applications one are very heavy, 200-300 MBs, and then the user is going to use this application for twice or thrice. So because of that, they don't want to download any application, and hence now what we have is web-based augmented reality. The AR experience basically runs in your browser itself. This browser could be on your phone, this browser could be on your laptop or your augmented reality glasses. The augmented reality runs on the browser itself, which means that the user does not have to download any additional application at all. The moment they want to see augmented reality, they can do it immediately without any intermediate step. Now, the impact of this is henceforth, if you can see augmented reality through web, you can integrate that into websites, be it your phone-based websites or be it your laptop versions. You can integrate it inside the website itself. Then you can have augmented reality from inside your smartphone apps as well. You can have your packaging, your product packaging that enables augmented reality. So the moment the user scans your package, they're able to see augmented reality experiences. And similarly, you can also have AR coming from various surfaces on your retail store as well. So multiple ways you can use augmented reality there. And many tools or many newer technologies that are kind of fostering this adoption are platforms like Wassel, which are no-code platforms, which are SaaS-based platforms that allow you to create AR experiences without writing even single line of code. And you can integrate these experiences anywhere in your website, in your packaging, so on and so forth. And then you have technologies like the 5G rollouts that have started happening. They are reducing the network latencies to an extent, to such a large extent that downloading any experience has become a breeze. The moment you want to see an experience, 5G enables it like crazy. So all these things are now making faster and faster adoption of augmented reality in retail, and the clever marketeers out there are harnessing it big time. I hope this information was useful for you, and you as a marketeer or you as an entrepreneur will be able to use this information in your marketing activities or your business. For more such content, please do like our podcast, do subscribe to it, and stay tuned.